Hey dearies, welcome back! I'm sure you all love watching cartoons when you're eating snacks, but there are some cartoon episodes you can't watch anymore because they got
banned forever.
Today we're talking about the creepiest banned cartoon episodes ever, and apparently, watching some episodes can get you arrested. If you don't want to get arrested, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn the bell on right now. Trust me, I'll protect you. Have you ever seen that show about the pink pig? What was her name again? Oh yeah, Peppa Pig. Well, you'd think an innocent show like Peppa would be safe from controversy, but think again. This one episode got banned because Australia said it was extremely harmful and could actually end someone's life. Although I don't believe it actually caused harm to anyone, it was definitely banned from Australia. Take a look at this story, and then we'll watch the episode clip.
This honestly makes a ton of sense. In 2012, an episode of Peppa Pig aired that was deemed inappropriate for Australian audiences. Now, first for context, if you don't know what Peppa Pig is, it's a fun cartoon show that explores the adventures of a 4-year-old pig as she navigates preschool with her family and friends. The episodes are all very goofy and harmless, but one particular episode titled Spider's Web was actually banned by the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. You see, this episode follows the story of the pig family finding a spider in their home. Although they're initially spooked by it and debate killing it, in the end they decide to become friends with the spider, tucking it into bed and offering it tea. And Daddy Pig is telling Peppa that spiders are very, very small and can't hurt you.
If that dad actually said that, that's just wrong. Even in America and Canada, there are some spiders, like the brown recluse and brown widow, that are really dangerous. Also, Australia isn't the only place with black widows. Just look, there's a spider right next to you right now.
Although this episode was totally fine airing in the UK, the US, and any other country, the ABC decided that it posed a very real risk to Australians. Since Australia has infamously large and dangerous spiders, and it's mostly little kids watching these kinds of shows, people became worried that the show's depiction of spiders might cause kids to get hurt by them in real life. And in the end, the episode was not only banned in 2012, it was banned again in 2017 when it re-aired. The funny thing is, people might not even have known about the ABC's decision to block this episode if it wasn't for them accidentally releasing it on one of their websites and having to apologize for it.
It was definitely a bad idea for the writers to say that spiders aren't dangerous just because they're small. Like, bro, there are a lot of small things that are dangerous. Take me for example. I'm small but super strong. I can lift 5 pizza slices straight into my mouth. Maybe they could have just changed the episode a little bit though. Let's watch the clip from this banned episode, and don't worry guys, you won't get in trouble. I might though.
There's no need to be afraid, Peppa. Spiders are very, very small, and they can't hurt you.
Would you like some cake?
Peppa isn't afraid of the spider anymore.
Peppa's really lucky that wasn't a black widow, because did you know black widows will bite you if they get scared? And then you get dizzy and weak, and if doctors don't treat you, it's GG. But we're living in super advanced times right now, so if you get bit, you'll be fine as long as you tell a grown-up. Up next is the darkest Spongebob episode in history. It's called Red Mist, and it's so dark that it got banned forever. Or did it? Take a look and tell me if something feels off.
This is the darkest SpongeBob episode ever aired. The episode, The Red Mist, is a lost SpongeBob. The story typically follows a narrative where an intern or employee at Nickelodeon discovers a disturbing, unaired episode of the show. In the story, the episode begins normally, but soon takes a dark turn. Squidward's clarinet performance is poorly received, leading to his deepening depression.
Community Rec Center is proud to present Squidward Tentacles.
Come on guys, his clarinet skills aren't that bad. I always felt bad for Squidward when people made fun of his incredible musical talent.
Boo! You stink!
The visuals become increasingly disturbing, with hyper-realistic images of violence and death, including graphic scenes of Squidward.
Do it. Do it.
The episode supposedly ends with a close-up of Squidward's lifeless body and eerie audio effects. This creepy SpongeBob legend started a whole wave of lost episodes.
Holy schmoly, that's kinda creepy. But, first question, do you think that's real? It's real, like creepy for sure. But no, it's a creepypasta based on the reality that Squidward is depressed. In a way, it's kinda sad. He's always mistreated, he's always upset at everything, he's never happy. Even though this is a fake episode, it's a reflection of Squiddy Boy's struggle. Do you like building things with Legos and blocks or Play-Doh? We're looking into the banned episode of Dexter's Laboratory called Rude Removal. Dexter is a super smart kid who built crazy things like time travel, giant robots, and an invention that makes you say bad words. Yeah, that's the episode that got banned. Make sure your parents aren't around when you're watching this. And watch till the end to find out how bad it really was.
Like I said before, it takes the rudeness of a person, removes it, and then contains it. Where the are we? Beats the out of me!
Whoa, what the brain rot. That's insane. How could they say that in a kid's show?
Why, you're in Dexter's laboratory, silly. I'm Dexter, and this golden-haired angel behind me is my charming sister, Didi. Charmed. Off. Oh, dear. Excuse me, sir, but we think that was very rude, and we are in want of an apology. Yeah, here's your apology.
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
Lunchtime, I'm starving.
If you don't know what's going on, let me explain. Dexter created a machine that removes his evilness, but the machine glitched and created an evil clone instead. And I'm kinda worried about what they're gonna do next. So let's watch.
Oh, what do you think, Dexter? I think it tastes like... Oh! I got to find some food. Look, lady, that's cute and all, but let me tell you something. I make my own rules. So why don't you do what all good mothers are supposed to do and clean it up yourself? So long, Toots.
Oh my god, dearies, that was his mom. I can't believe he would hit and spit at his mom. Did you know that's literally assault? Please, dearies, don't ever treat your mom like that, okay? Always be respectful. And that's the thing. If kids watch this, maybe they'll misbehave and treat their mom badly. Maybe that's why it was banned, and if so, that's a good reason to ban it. But my question is, why make it in the first place? Guess we'll never know. Did you know the Amazing World of Gumball came back with a new series? Did you watch it yet? Well, in an old series, there was this one super dark episode where all the kids were found dead. It's called The Grieving. If you're brave, watch till the end.
This is the darkest episode in the Amazing World of Gumball. The episode starts with Gumball standing silently in the corner of a dark classroom. No music, no dialogue, just a broken kid staring at the wall. It cuts to his dad, Richard, sobbing uncontrollably in a black funeral suit. Soon, Gumball's mom, Nicole, arrives in a black dress and hat. She sits beside Richard and tries to comfort him, but she's crying too. Suddenly, the scene changes. The parents are in Principal Brown's office. He tells them Anais and Darwin disappeared after lunch. Nicole snaps, cussing and screaming in a way that should never be in a kid's cartoon. Then comes the bombshell. The kids were found dead. What follows is a disturbing flashback of the police searching the woods. They find Anais's severed head in a box, drenched in realistic blood. A note inside leads them to the rest of her mutilated body and Darwin's corpse. Eyes gouged out, intestines strewn through the trees. Their once cartoonish designs now horrifyingly realistic. The viewer, shaken and disgusted, runs to vomit. When they return, they discover something even weirder. The episode lasted over 30 minutes, more than double the usual length. But when they search for The Grieving online, it doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist, huh? Okay, let me take a look. I'm a top-tier detective after all, right, dearies? Okay, guys, after some digging, it turns out this is fake. It's a creepypasta that some random dude online made, and it's so popular that someone created a YouTube video to make it look like the episode was real. And also, the official Gumball page is in on the joke. They posted this clip, kinda making fun of the creepypasta.
Warning, not for the faint-hearted. You are about to see the first real footage from a lost episode called The Grieving. Most people who have watched it have never been seen again. The Grieving contains scenes that some viewers may find extremely upsetting. The Amazing World of Gumball cannot and will not accept any responsibility for the effects of what you're about to see. You have been warned.
That surprised me. Honestly, the Gumball creators are pretty funny. Now, before we continue, dearies, don't forget to like and subscribe if you love seeing these fun, spooky stories. Thank you. This next cartoon will terrify you. It'll knock your socks off. You'll pee your pants. It's Hello Kitty. Watch the whole clip, then I'm gonna expose the truth.
These are scary cartoon truths that would terrify you, part 10. Okay, so Hello Kitty was created back in the 1970s by a Chinese woman whose daughter had cancer.
Hi dearies, just wanted to say Hello Kitty is from Japan and not China. This guy should have fixed that in his video.
The doctors told the mother there was nothing she could do, and her daughter will die. The mother then went to every church and prayed for her daughter, but none of it worked. The mother then became very desperate and turned to devil worshipping and satanic rituals. She then made a pact with the devil himself. But if the devil cured her daughter's cancer, he wanted one thing in return. He wanted her to create a cartoon character to appeal to children all over the world and to trick people into worshipping the devil. And when her daughter recovered from cancer, she kept her promise and created Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty has no mouth because her daughter had mouth cancer. Her pointy ears represent the devil's horns. The word kitty means demon in Chinese, so Hello Kitty actually means hello demon.
Whoa, so scary. Not. Okay, first of all, Hello Kitty has pointy ears because it's a cat. Secondly, kitty does not mean hell in Chinese. Third, again, Hello Kitty is Japanese and not Chinese. The real reason for why Hello Kitty has no mouth is actually adorable. Here's the real reason. The people who made Hello Kitty, Sanrio, have said that Hello Kitty has no mouth because they want people to project their feelings onto the character and be happy or sad together with Hello Kitty. Another explanation Sanrio has given for Hello Kitty's lack of a mouth is that she speaks from the heart. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, since that wasn't too scary, let's check out something that really is terrifying. Everyone's different, and we all have things that make us nervous or squeamish, and that's totally okay. Some people are brave about one thing, but scared of another, because we all have our strengths and weaknesses. For me, I get super freaked out by blood or people getting hurt, and especially that G word. I can't say it on YouTube, but let's just say it rhymes with sore. And that's what this next banned episode is about. It's from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it's called Insane in the Membrane. Watch till the end, I know you're brave enough.
Banned episodes of kids' TV shows. Part 12. In this banned episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles called Insane in the Membrane, mad scientist Baxter Stockman has undergone such horrific torture and body mutilation at the hands of the Shredder that his entire existence is now just a brain floating in a chemical vat. Desperate to regain his human body, he creates a clone of himself to transfer his consciousness into. It works for about 5 seconds, then the body immediately begins to rot and fall apart, and what follows is one of the most grotesque things ever animated for children. Skin peeling, decayed arms falling off, jaws detaching, nails being hammered into limbs, and
I think I'm gonna throw up.
soldering body parts together. And when it's clear his experiment has failed, the scientist completely loses it, decides it's all somehow April O'Neil's fault, and kidnaps her, leading to a final showdown with the Turtles. As a tragic horror story, I think this really works. As a kid's cartoon airing in between commercials of Sunny D and Slip and Slide, I'm not so sure. What's wild is that this episode originally passed all of Fox's broadcast standards, but after a staff shakeup at the network, the new team took one look at Stockman's decomposing body and said, oh, no, we won't be airing this. Even the show's own producer kind of agreed with them after the fact. Insane in the Membrane remained banned in the US for nearly a decade until Nickelodeon picked up the rights to TMNT and aired it on the Nicktoons channel in 2015.
I'm biased here, but I think it's good it was removed because if I saw that as a kid, it'd be straight to therapy for me. I already cried when my goldfish flipped upside down. Imagine watching a villain literally fall apart. No thanks. My childhood brain couldn't handle that. Plus, he doesn't even feel like a villain because he was forced to work for the bad guy boss. What a tragic and sad story. Just like my goldfish Jeremy. Rest in peace, little guy. Sorry I forgot to feed you for 3 days. Look, I know what you're thinking. Why 3 days? Well, I was 8, my attention span was about the size of a Cheeto, and I got distracted building a Lego spaceship. Jeremy's sacrifice was not in vain, though, because that spaceship was fire. Now, my little dearies, let's do a deep dive investigation into the lost Spongebob episode. Y'all know I love Spongebob, but not because of that. I just think it's a funny show. Ugh, never mind. Watch this with me, and then we'll find out if it's true or not.
This is the untold truth about the lost Spongebob episode. 5 teenagers found the episode's tape behind an abandoned building in the dumpster. Of those 5 teenagers, 2 have and 1 have mysteriously gone missing. The other 2 refused to comment on the tape. This image is taken from the episode. SpongeBob is standing in a darkened room, and his eyes are bloodshot and he looks like he's about to cry. After about 10 seconds, he blinks, and then his hand reaches for a bottle of pills. Then horrible screams of children start to be heard very loudly, and it all goes silent. SpongeBob then takes the cap off the pills and pours all the pills into his mouth. The screen then gets darker, and SpongeBob clutches his stomach and falls to the ground. A liquid then starts coming out of his mouth. He then pukes all over himself and lies on the floor dead and motionless. The current whereabouts of the tape are unknown. Most people who watched it are dead. The only thing that remains from the lost episode is this image of SpongeBob right here.
He said, whoever watches this episode dies? No, I'd win. We'd all win, actually. You ready to watch this so-called lost episode that unalives anyone that watches? Well, all right. Don't chicken out now and watch till the end.
Mary and I did some laundry over here.
Laundry? But we used to do laundry.
Here it comes.
Do, do, do.
Spooky! But all right, dearies, time for a reality check. This so-called lost SpongeBob episode isn't really lost at all. It's actually just a creepy edit of the real episode called Dumped. In the real story, SpongeBob is sad because Gary leaves him for Patrick. Kinda emotional, but nothing scary. Someone took that episode, slowed down the footage, added weird music, and edited SpongeBob's face to look extra creepy. Basically, they wanted to trick people into thinking Nickelodeon had a secret, dark episode hidden away. Clue number 1, no official record of this episode exists. If Nickelodeon really made something so disturbing, it would have been big news. Clue number 2, the lost footage is just clearly edited. Like the weird faces and sounds don't match the style of the actual show. Verdict: the so-called lost SpongeBob episode is just the real episode Dumped with a Halloween TikTok filter. For the last one, let's look at an episode from Pokemon that's actually banned. And no, not the Porygon episode that causes seizures. This one's called Pikachu and Pichu, and it was banned for a very silly reason. Watch till the end to find out the truth.
The shot that I'm about to show you will be very familiar, and that is this one right here. So there was a short before one of the movies where Pikachu interacted with 2 Pichus in a city. You may not have seen this short in a while, and if you're in Japan, you're not going to. Unlike the things I showed you before, this one is legal in the West, illegal in Japan, and there's a reason for that. And it has nothing to do with the content of the short. It actually has to do with Noriko Sakai, the narrator of the short. She was arrested in 2009 for possession of illicit substances, and this caused Pokemon to cut all ties, including removing anything that she had worked on from their catalog. Unfortunately, this didn't affect just kids wanting to see the short in Japan, but it also affected collectors. The Pokemon Company released a product called the Pikachu the Movie Premium Box, and this contained all of Pikachu's shorts except for the one with Pichu. So this will forever be an incomplete item.
So first, let's talk about something called unpersoning. Sounds spooky, right? Basically, it's when someone does something really bad in the eyes of the law or society, and then everyone acts like they never existed. Their pictures disappear, their shows vanish, their songs get erased, poof, like they were never there at all. It's not about magic, it's about keeping the public good and tidy in the eyes of society. Japan does this more than most places, especially with famous people. So, the narrator of this episode, Noriko Sakai, did something bad and boom. She's basically erased from all social media and creative work. Nintendo was like, "Yay, we Nintendo don't like you anymore," and pulled the Pikachu and Pichu short off the shelves. Suddenly, it's like the episode never even existed. That's unpersoning for you. Poof, vanished. Do I think it's fair to remove an episode just because the narrator did something wrong? Yeah, I get it. No one wants their favorite show or game to have a prominent figure that's been doing shady stuff. I'm sure you're smart enough to understand my implication there. Anyway. Oh no, dearies, look at the time. I gotta go, it's getting dark out here. If you want to join me for the next stories or mysteries, please like and subscribe with all notifications on. Stay safe and don't forget to question all these weird, creepy stories you see online. Most of them just aren't real. Toodles! And by the way, I am not a fan of daisies.